Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, my name is Nende Nuraini with study number 2021530116 from the Department of Basic Education, Faculty of Teacher Training Education, Siliwangi University. According to some articles and videos that I understand, that physics in general can be divided into three main parts, namely classical physics, physics of relativity, and quantum physics. 1. Classical physics. Classical physics dates from the 1800 to 1819. This period is defined by basic physics concept, and the person who first started or discovered it was Isaac Newton. The laws of motion explain how things move, and the laws of universal gravity and tied to the motion of the planes in the sky with the falling of objects on Earth into an elegant and general picture. He also invented calculus, a very powerful mathematical tool, and has been used for countless acquire new physics. Calculus is actually an integral part of mathematics. Math is the language of physics. Newton also made a difference in the field of optics, which is the physics of light and how it moves through different materials. This describes the visible reflection of the primes and lens used to focus, like in telescopes, microscopes, and cameras. At the end of the 19th century, this classical theory could not be used to provide a satisfactory explanation for a number of phenomena of radiation-matter interaction. Some examples of phenomena that classical physics cannot address include the addition spectrum of black bodies, the photoelectric effect, and spectrum of the hydrogen atom, and the destiny of solids. At the beginning of the 20th century, new physics began to be developed, and various theoretical developments such as the physics theory of relativity and the theory of quantum physics emerged. 2. Physics of relativity. Albert Einstein was a genius who developed the special and general theory of relativity. Special relativity predicts that the speed of light is constant for all observers, which means that when we travel very fast, things start to happen as time slows down. It is also suggested the energy and matter are different aspects of the sum body using the well-known formula E equals mc2. General relativity says that space and time are part of the same fabric called space-time, and that the force of gravity comes from object bending over space-time, causing other objects to fall toward them. 3. Quantum physics. Quantum physics is the study of the behavior of matter and energy at the molecular, atomic, nuclear, and microscopic levels, and even less. Therefore, quantum physics is more difficult to learn and is not studied further in schools because it focuses more on mathematical concepts and formulations with direct observation, which is difficult for most people to understand. Quantum physics is sometimes referred to as quantum mechanics or as quantum field theory. Quantum physics studies the small objects that make up the universe. Quantum physics studies the behavior and properties of these quantum objects and their effect to the universe. from a quantum physics point of view, everything we see is not what we see. For example, a solid object that we see, which we can feel is solid and hard, is actually just a collection of the constituent molecules, and molecules are collection of atoms. Atoms that are said to be the smallest constituent object are actually composed of subatomic particles that have no density at all. In a sense, these subatomic particles are collection or waves of information and energy contractions. So, it can be said that 99% of the atomic composition is empty space. So, when the theory of relativity and quantum mechanics were created, it had to be able to explain everything that classical physics could explain and other things that classical physics could not. Likewise, the situation if one day there is a new theory, the new theory must be able to explain everything that was not well explained in the old theory. Thank you very much. See you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.